He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Dolphins and the Pats, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Hill brought in motion. They run on the jet sweep, and that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out. They reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
In motion, it's Waddle. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Will find Mostert out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
That's taken in by Achane. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A shotgun snap for Tua. A ball deep for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, they'll go with Achane.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Achane. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it. To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
From the gun, here's Tua. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Tua. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jelani Tavai.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, magnifying.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now May. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll try to run for it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter. But that was their third attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. To throw is Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
I think in this field position, Mike, when fourth and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. And that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion is Brown. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Here's Tungo Vailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd down. May. He fumbled the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, Great job by the defense taking that one away.
Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal at the 3. Man in motion is Brown. Here's Mostert. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He's got it at the 3. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua to the goal line and in. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Dolphins. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll go play action with May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, New England. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Tua gives it to Mostert. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now it's Tua. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's Jake Bailey now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Patriots offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Throwing on third down is May. That's caught by Bourne. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's May again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
May to the air once more. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw again is met. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Bryce Behringer now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. Now a first down throw for Tua. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a big play there for Miami. An even 40 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Achane. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Tua now on 1st down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll get this out to his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. They try to set up the screen to Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Man in motion is Brown. Tua to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
They'll run with Achane. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Achane. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Miami. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Whoa! That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
May to throw again. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses. Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
He keeps it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Here's 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Brown. Off play action, it's Tua. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Second down and 8. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he needs to get to the 35. I don't think he got there. The defense thinks he's short, and he is. It'll bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's caught! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Tua. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Here's Achane. Good blocking, and he's in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins up their lead. It's now 24-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He's going to keep it himself. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this complete. It's Polk over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is May. He'll tuck it and take off. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. May now on 1st and 10. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So, we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin with as good a rivalry as there's been the last decade or so. Baltimore playing host to their AFC North rivals, Pittsburgh. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. C.J. Stroud leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Travis Etienne with a touchdown run. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second Here. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is May. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line. To not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
On 2nd down, it's May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there. On 2nd down, that big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. As we move deeper in the season, he continues to put up the big numbers week after week, and you see it manifest there. Leader in receptions to this point of the year. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
We spent spend so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Now a first down throw for Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Tua to Tyreek for the Dolphins first.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he will score. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll go again here with Stevenson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. And you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him. I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Here's Stevenson, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw now, May. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. Inside the 30. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. 2nd half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will add 1 more onto their big lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Open man there. It is Bourne. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now, May. The ball's out. But but he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On first down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. That one incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now Stevenson. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Eddie Jackson up from his safety spot to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Uh-oh. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward, he's in. Jalen Wright, touchdown Dolphins. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins add on to their already sizable lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's May. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Throwing now is May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big hit for the Patriots. And even 30 yards. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. May to the air once more. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Tua going to give this to Wright. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Pates offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. May going to look to throw. Airing one out for Bourne. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. To throw again is May. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. May to throw again. Taking off, and we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Now Zappi. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Airing one out for Bourne. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A give here to Wright. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run again with Wright. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Throwing is May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the 4th. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Here's a screen coming for Wright. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
May now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Here's May again. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's caught downfield by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
And in motion is Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A carry here for Wright. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed their...
And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins stretch things out even further. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. On 1st and 10, here's May. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Working out of the gun, it's May. This one complete to Bourne. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull any sort of comeback.
The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tua. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. On the ground, this is right.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Hill brought in motion. They'll try to run. Still fighting for yards, and he lost the football. And the defense has it.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, even though they gave up the 1st down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Dolphins will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
First and 10. Tua to take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.